Hi, second grade. So, just like I promised, I'm back to talk about what to do after you've drawn your first draft of your face. So, there are two things that you can do after you've drawn your first draft. The answer is not to color and be done, but instead to take your okay work and to make it into excellent work. Now, we can revise or we can do a second draft. You might even do both. Revising means making small changes to what you already have to make it look more like what you want. A second draft means starting over. It means getting a new sheet of paper and drawing it again. And it's very important to remember that doing a second draft doesn't mean that you've given up. In fact, it means you're trying really hard. I love to see multiple drafts, and I encourage you to get a piece of paper, get out your mirror again, and do a second draft. That's the best thing to do. But if instead you would just like to revise, that can be done with simply erasers and your pencil. So today, because I like where I started with my portrait last week, I'm going to just revise it. So I have here my eraser. My mirror is still behind you guys, so I can still take a look at myself as I draw. Some things that I don't love about my face, I think it's a little too long. If I look at my face in the proportions, which means the sizes, my face is a little bit more round than this one. And I think I can fix that by making my chin a little shorter. So I'm going to erase my chin, and I'm going to make it a little bit shorter. Maybe about right here. Oh, I switched markers. Gotta switch back to my other blue that I was using. Okay, so now that's a little bit better, but it's not quite right. The shape's wrong now. So I'm gonna keep erasing. And this might get frustrating to you, and if it does, you can always do a second draft instead. I'm liking that though. That's closer to my face. But now that I've made my chin smaller, my mouth is way too big. So I'm gonna erase my whole mouth, and I'm going to go ahead and put in my mouth in the new place. So I'm gonna find my nose and my chin and find a place in between, draw a little line, and that's looking better already. Let's go ahead and add my smile. Don't quite like it anymore. Do you see how that's my third time drawing my mouth? That's okay. Keep working, keep trying until you're happy with it. And remember, nobody ever does it perfectly. Okay, that's pretty good. It's not perfect, but I'm gonna take it. Now, I have a few details in my face that aren't showing up in the picture. I have some smile lines, and I have a couple of these little dots. I'm gonna go ahead and erase my guideline because I don't need those anymore. That I did in orange, and you should have drawn very lightly. And I'm also going to erase these lines around the edge of my hair. That's looking better. Oh, I see something I forgot. Looks like I only have one shoulder. Do I only have one shoulder? No, I have two. So let's go ahead and put in my shoulder. Notice how I'm swooping down because our shoulders go down. They don't curl up like this. They go down. Okay, and let's see. What else do I need to adjust? Oh, my hair is wrong. Look at that. It's a lot more of a curve and a lot less of an L shape. That looks better. Okay, So now I'm happy with my self-portrait. Now I can color. That was just a very quick video to remind you to revise or do a second draft before you color your self-portrait. Thanks, second grade. I hope your self-portraits look beautiful.